Hello, this is Meacham. I'm going to talk about these 3 books today because all these 3 books have nice musical qualities such as pattern sentences, repetitions, and lots of rhyming words. So we introduced these 3 books to our son Jimmy, who likes writing hip-hop songs. Hip-hop songs have a lot of rhyming words and then a lot of rhythmic language going on. So these 3 books were really helpful for our son's hip-hop writing. All right, the first one is Each Peach, Pear, Plum by Janet and Alan Alberg. This book has lots of rhyming words in it. Like I told you earlier, in those 3 books, this book already starts with rhyming words in the title. Each and peach. They end with the same sound, each and each. Each, each. And then nice alliteration going on in peach, pear, and plum, because they all start with the same letter P. And in the book, the author illustrator invites you to spy some characters from Mother Goose stories or folklore stories. For instance, Cinderella, Robin Hood, 3 Bears, all those people. So Tom Thumb in the cupboard, I spy Mother Hubbard. Mother Hubbard down the cellar, I spy Cinderella. Cinderella on the stairs, I spy the 3 Bears. 3 Bears out hunting, I spy Baby Bunting. And at the end, all those characters from folklore stories, they have a picnic and they eat this pie nicely together. So this book can be a really good introduction piece for comparative reading, especially when you compare different versions of the same story. For instance, if you choose to do the Cinderella for a comparative reading with your children, you can pick just a couple of them from like more than 100 Cinderella stories out there. I'm talking about only picture books. So more than 100 picture books, and then you can pick just 2 or 3 Cinderella story books, and then you can compare the same Cinderella, how they are described differently in those chosen books. So that can be a really good way to start comparative reading. And then another book that I chose actually is featuring Cinderella. Cinderella Dressed in Yellow, adapted by Roseanne Lanzac Williams. It is actually adapted from a song that is existing. It's a really popular jump rope song. So you use this song like this. Cinderella dressed in yellow went upstairs to kiss her fellow. By mistake, kissed the snake. How many doctors will it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just keep on counting until you miss the jump. So because it is a song already, and then it can be a good fluency builder when you sing the song, and then when you actually read the song on the text, you can feel the rhythm of the language, and then you can read it faster. So that's why I'm saying it is a good fluency builder. The reading level is guided reading level E, and it means that it can be a good instructional text for typically developing first grader. However, even if your children already accomplished that level, you can still use it to feel the language, and then it is fun to sing the song on the book. And then again, good fluency builder. And it has lots of rhyming words in it. So as you can see, Cinderella dressed in blue went downstairs to find her shoes. So blue and shoe, they rhyme. And at the end, she was even using baseball outfit, like gray and play, they rhyme. Again, like I said earlier, Cinderella is totally different from the traditional story. So you can talk about what the difference is between this Cinderella and the fairy tale Cinderella. This is Peck 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 by Lucy Cousins. Lucy Cousins is my favorite author illustrator that uses lots of primary colors with high saturation. However, her books don't look cheap or silly. This book is about woodpecker father and the chick. And you know, woodpeckers they make really rhythmic sounds when they peck. And I have a personal connection with woodpeckers, especially when I think about some songs. When I was growing up, we sang this kind of song when we were doing elastic game. So the song is like this. 딱따구리구리 마요네즈 마요네즈 케찹은 맛 좋아 인도 사이다 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 오 땡큐. That is really a nonsense song. Like you can remember, like Cinderella dressed in yellow. You know, the story was not really, you know, sense making so much, like kissing the snake in the middle of like nowhere, like that. So if I translate that song, okay, woodpecker, mayonnaise. Mayonnaise and ketchup are delicious. Indian cider. Cider. Oh, thank you. Makes really little sense, right? So there are a lot of songs like that that are used by kids when they do some games and even Mother Goose stories, all kinds of things. So anyhow, because there is a song that I grew up with, and then you know, thinking about Cinderella dressed in yellow, and then when I thought about these woodpeckers, and then I thought this could be a really good addition to these 3 books that I introduced to my son to talk about rhyming and rhythmic qualities. So this book, let's look at this book a little bit. Today my daddy said to me, it's time you learn to peck a tree. Now hold on tight, that's very good. Then peck the wood. Peck. Oh look, yippee, I've pecked a hole right through this tree. Peck. Darling, you're such a clever bird. That hole you've pecked is so superb. Now off you go, my little one. Practice hard and have some fun. So off I flew, I couldn't wait, across the grass onto the gate. And now I'll peck this big blue door, then go inside and peck some more. Peck. I pecked the head, I pecked the mat, the tennis racket, and the jacket. And then there are many other things that this woodpecker chick pecked. And then at some point you'll feel that you are like singing a song to this book. So even thinking about the relationship between the father and the chick, and then it reminded me of the relationship between my husband and my son, Jimmy. So we are going to show you how we introduce these 3 books to our son Jimmy, and then how we use this experience for enhancing his hip-hop writing. Okay.
Mother hovered down the cellar. I spy Cinderella. No rhyme.
Do you see Cinderella?
Yeah, right there.
How do you know there was Cinderella?
Because Cinderella is mostly like a maid to her step family.
Oh, so you see she's doing some work like maids do? What is she doing here?
She is dusting the room. Cinderella on the stairs. I spied the 3 bears.
Okay, so Cinderella was actually dusting the room, and do you see the 3 bears? You have to find 3 bears.
Do you see them?
I do.
I only see a dog.
In the room, there's a dog, but
is it right here? Because I see a smiley face.
that looks like a sock to me.
Where are the bears?
I see 2 bears.
Where?
If you can't find them,
Are they out here?
yeah.
I found them.
Yeah.
Peach, peach, Hair.
Okay, so let's find
Plum.
some rhyming words. Do you think plum rhymes with something here?
Plum thumb.
Plum thumb?
Yeah, plum.
Plum thumb?
Wait, wasn't it right?
Here?
Oh.
A plum thumb. All right.
Plum thumb.
Okay.
Flip the page.
Flip the page. All right. On this cupboard.
Cupboard.
Okay.
Cupboard. Hubbard.
You said you remember the jump rope song. Can you sing that song for me a little bit?
Cinderella dressed in yellow went upstairs to kiss a fellow. Made a mistake, kissed a snake. How many wishes will it take?
Oh, really? Okay. So you know that song. Have you ever done the jump rope with that song?
Not really.
But how did you learn the song?
Some people on the camp, well, kids on the camp, they were jump roping and they were doing this. So.
I see. So this book actually uses that song, and you can see how the song is a little bit different from this book. Okay, do you wanna read it? Okay, let's read.
Cinderella dressed in yellow. Cinderella dressed in yellow. Cinderella dressed in yellow went downstairs to kiss her fellow. How many kisses did he get? Cinderella dressed in red went downstairs and bumped her head. How many bumps did she get? Cinderella dressed in blue went downstairs to find her shoe. How many shoes did she find? Cinderella dressed in red went downstairs and bumped her head. Let's see, red head.
Red and head. They rhyme. Okay.
How many bumps did she get? No bump, no rhyming word.
Are you ready to read this book? Peck,
Yes.
Peck, Peck by Lucy Cousins. What do you think this book is going to be about?
I think it's going to be about birds pecking a lot of stuff.
Do you know what this bird is? The name of this bird?
Woodpecker.
Oh, how did you know?
Woodpeckers make holes and they like pecking stuff.
Oh, really? And what about the appearance, like the color of the head?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen woodpeckers? Okay.
I've heard of woodpecker. It's like bub 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 bub.
Okay. So, well, this book is going to be about woodpeckers, chick and the daddy. And the daddy is going to teach
the baby
chick
woodpecker to have to pack stuff.
Oh, really? Well, have you read this book before?
No, I'm just guessing.
Okay, so let's see how that happens, okay? All right, so today my daddy said to me, it's time you learn to peck a tree. Now
hold on tight. That's
yes,
very good. Then peck, 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 peck the wood. Peck, peck, peck. Oh, look, yippee! I've pecked a hole right through this tree. Peck, peck, peck.
Oh, there's a hole? It fits your finger?
I think it can fit my pinky.
And then aubergine is actually an eggplant. Different word, but the same vegetables. But in England, they say aubergine too.
Oh.
And do you know what sardine is?
Sardine is a fish.
How did you know?
Because I watch movies with the fish all the time.
Oh, the fishing. One of the fishing movies talked about sardine.
Cloudy in the Chance with Meatballs has sardines in it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't like sardines.
Sardines are good. Actually, better than cod, I think. Delicious. What was the coolest thing that he packed? Sardine?
No.
What about Lou?
Yeah,
Do you know what Lou is?
Yeah.
No, Lou is actually this.
The toilet?
Uh-huh. Lou is actually toilet, and Waterloo is actually related to that. Lou boy?
Speaking of Lou, I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Okay, pack. Did you find some rhyming words in this book too? Yeah? When you were reading this book?
Yeah. Me tree.
Me tree, okay. All right, next page.
Let's see. Hold on tight, that's very good. Then pack the wood. Very good wood.
Mm-hmm. Next page?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Yippee tree.
Mm-hmm. So, do you use lots of rhyming words for your hip hop songs?
Yeah.
Why do you need to use rhyming words for hip hop songs?
Because that's the way hip hop was made.
Oh, really? So, do you want to sing the hip hop song that you wrote a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
I went to Korea when I was a baby. I've traveled around the world so much. I think the journey made me. I'll see if I put a sea, travel to China. I know when I read my goals, it's gonna take me higher. Like when I get on the stage, I spin my balls on fire. The stage is a journey that requires confidence. Motivate to do my best, searching for no compliments. Success is a form you can make it on its condiments.
So I guess one thing we can do is just look through these books and just come up with a verse that has the same rhythm as the rhyme in the book, and we just come up with our own, all right? Okay, so you came up with some rhyming patterns. So you got yellow from like this book, and then you rhymed it with fella. Okay, so Cinderella dressed in yellow. Jimmy Meacham is Jimmy Meacham is such a fine fellow. Okay, so that's how you can take. So let's you do the next one. I did that one. You can do the next one. Today my daddy said to me, "It's time you learn to peck a tree." And you can do blue and shoe.
My favorite color is blue. I can't wait for my new shoe.
Okay, good. That's good. But you try to get the rhythm together. So my favorite color is the color blue. I can't wait till I get my new shoe. All right?
All right.
So you try to match not only the sound of the rhyme, but the rhythm of the words. Okay?
So, my favorite color is blue. I can't wait to get my new shoe. That something.
Okay, that's good. All right, then here, let's put a beat to it.
Cinderella just in. All right, I'm gonna tell me me when to start. Tell me when to start.
Okay, we'll do it together. Cinderella, Simpson yellow, Jimmy Meacham, such a fine fellow. My color, can't wait to sing on the sheets. I look at the sky's gray, but I still want to go out and play. That's literally what it is.
Yeah, can we find another beat?
Okay, we have to.
I know a good one. I know a good beat.
What?
It's on YouTube.
Okay. Spooky.
Cinderella, dressed in yellow, Jimmy Meacham, such a fine fellow. My favorite color is blue. Color is blue. I can't wait to get me blue. Cinderella, dressed in yellow, Jimmy Meacham, such a fine fellow. My favorite color is the color blue. I can't wait to get my new shoes.
Look at the sky. The sky is gray, but I still want to go out and play. Yeah, good.
Cinderella,
dressed in yellow, Jimmy Meacham, such a fine fellow. Favorite color. Okay, now with hip hop, you don't have to, especially as trying to match a beat, you don't have to say all the words. You just have to make it make sense and connect to the beat. So, Cinderella, dressed in yellow, Jimmy Meacham, such a fine fellow. Favorite color is the color blue. Can't wait to get my new shoe. Look at the sky is gray. Still want to go out and play.